Welcome back to the channel. It's Gaming News Weekly, bro. We finally here. It's Sunday. I got my Avion water with me. You know I'm ready to talk. Gamescom this week has dropped a whole lot of content for us. There's a whole lot of gaming news to go over. Big controversies, little controversies. Game launches, games debuting. Some are hidden, some are missing. And I mean, it's Gaming News Weekly, bro. So you know I'm here. Make sure that like button, subscribe. It's a good Sunday. It's a great Sunday, bro. It's a real good time for gaming news. There's so much I want to talk about. Games showing off at Gamescom. I don't even know if all the games I seen this week are from Gamescom. That's what's so crazy about what is all going on this week. Xbox had a big ass presence there. They showed off a lot of content. Some of that content is going to places some people don't like. And I mean, to each his own with that one. We're going to get into all that. But Gamescom was definitely a big ass event. Not just for Xbox, but for gaming in general. They showed hella fucking videos, gameplays, reveals. There was hellas. But I mean, we can start with like some light news. We need to talk about fucking, what is it called? Concord. Oh my gosh. We can start with Concord because Concord is probably the only downside to this weekend gaming. Concord is some of the worst shit to ever drop. And it dropped to legit no fans. It dropped to no fans at all. And that has to be one of the worst launches in game history. It has to be one of the worst launches in game history because Concord launched. Nobody talked about it. I didn't even know it came out until I seen the videos of them memeing about Concord. And I was like, wait, Concord actually came out? Like full release? It definitely did. Concord full released. With no players. Nigga, they didn't even crack 1,000 on PC. People always pull up their little Steam chart. They got like 600 players. Concurrent. Peak. What the fuck happened over there at PlayStation? What happened over there at Firewalk? What happened over there at Sony Interactive Entertainment? Because that doesn't make sense. That nobody is playing that fucking game. It's so bad, bro. Game journalists don't talk about the game. They can't really do anything about it now. It came out. Nobody's playing it. They can't really be like, hey, this game is actually good. I don't even know what the fuck the Metacritic score could be. I don't even think niggas reviewed the fucking game. Hold on, let me actually look that up. Now that I'll talk about that. Who actually reviewed the fucking game? Because I ain't seen no reviews on this fucking game, and it's already out. It's at a 66, bro. The highest it got was Push Square, a PlayStation website, with a 70. No, somebody gave it higher. Somebody gave that bitch higher. Who gave it higher? So people gave it 10s? What? There's no fucking way. No, somebody gave it an 80. What the fuck? Somebody gave it an 80? They saying because it's overshadowed. Come on now, bro. Stop acting. This motherfucker is at a 66 on Meta. What's the PC review? Because I know it runs like shit too, actually. They only got 2 reviewers on PC. And one of them is the same person. They just put the review 2 times. So they don't even have PC reviews. And Screen Rant is on here. I know they're going to cap for the game. Screen Rant caps for everybody. Unless it doesn't get them clicks. If it gets them clicks, they're going to cap for it. If it doesn't get them clicks, they're going to talk shit so they can get the clicks. Because that's how they are. the PS5 reviewers, they're cooking the fuck out this game. But yeah, Concord came out and it's scuffed. It's scuffed. It's not a great experience. A lot of people that did play it, they said like it's not a horrible game. It's just not a good one. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. I mean, it kind of does make sense. It's kind of one of those mediocre ass games. But Sony produced this. This is PlayStation's next big thing. This is the only big thing they got this year. And no, it's untouched by the community. It is literally going. People are looking at it and going the opposite way. They're playing anything else but Concord. That is a crazy ass thing. From how many consoles have PlayStation sold? And they can't get 1,000 motherfuckers to play their game concurrently. It's outrageous, bro. It's so crazy that that's an option to happen in gaming. That is a crazy. That's a crazy thing for a whole development studio. Hundreds of people worked on this game, and they have no fans. Nobody looked at this game like, we'll try that out. That's fucked, bro. People start bringing up fucking Redfall and how Redfall had more players on Steam than Concord does. Redfall was a full $70 game on Steam. I mean, more people bought Redfall than paid to play fucking Concord. And everybody talks shit about Redfall. Redfall wasn't a bad game, though. There's one thing I can say. Redfall was not a bad game. Concord probably is not a bad game. Redfall was just, it was just what do you call it? Misconceived on the internet because a lot of them only played the fucking intro when they didn't get to the actual game and they said the world was empty. And I'm like, oh, y'all ain't fucked up because none of them got past the fucking Hollow Man. That was the fucking tutorial level. Oh, it's so bad when that was the critics made reviews over. But man, did Concord come out and just fucking die, bro. I've never seen a game more dead on arrival than Concord. It was good, Cool Breeze. Concord dead on arrival, outrageous. Not even 1,000 players on day one. Not even 1,000 players day one. It was good, right? That's just crazy to me. That's just crazy to me. I didn't even know the game came out fully. I thought it was still in like beta. I thought they were still waiting for the game to like be ready to drop, but no, they dropped that on Gamescom week. Nobody's paying attention to fucking Concord, and it flopped hard, fast. Even the developers are on Twitter going off. I seen tweets from developers, and I'm like, there's no way those are Concord developers. Those are no, and they are. Those are Concord developers talking mad shit about the gaming community because nobody picked up their game to play it. Nobody picked up this game to play it, and I'm like, you just gotta go make another game, bro. Just leave that one in the dust. You said hand on the Bible, but forget about that game. Yeah, I know. We gotta cover it, though. It's Gaming News Weekly. We have to talk about it. We gotta talk about it. It's Gaming News Weekly. There's so much shit to talk about. That's why I'm starting with Concord. The most forgettable part. I have to start with Concord because I think that's all PlayStation has for this whole weekend gaming. Only thing PlayStation has to talk about is Concord being a bad game. So we get that out of the way. We got all of Gamescom to talk about. We got Dragon Age to talk about. Bro, high level combat looked amazing. Might have to pull that video up again, watch it. He's gonna forget about that game. Yo, niggas gonna forget about it. By Monday, motherfuckers are not about to be talking about Concord no more. That's just crazy how bad that game launched. It's crazy how bad that game launched. And on the flip side of that, Wukong launched to fucking record-breaking numbers. Nigga, they sold 10 million. I swear the game been out for like, what, 2 days? They've already sold 10 million? And we all know 90% of the fucking people buying Wukong is in China because it's a Chinese game. But this is the first AAA Chinese game to come out this fucking hype. Because I've played Chinese games on Steam. I played quite a bit of them. They're actually really fucking good. Animations be good. They never really have dubbing, so you can't really play that bitch in English. Controls be amazing. Stories be, here or there. But I mean, Wukong is a big ass deal. In a lot of mediums. You said facts, everybody name I'm streaming on Twitch. Bruh. I've played a lot of Chinese games, so when I seen Wukong, I knew it was going to be a good game, at least in combat. And it's a strictly combat game. You just go from fight to fight to fight. You don't do nothing else. You literally walk from battle to battle to battle, and you just run the fucking gauntlet until you finish the game. And I think that's exactly what Wukong needed. It don't need a lot of cutscenes, storytelling. It don't need none of that. Nigga, just some flashy ass combat, some clean ass character designs, and you have a fucking good game on your hands. And Game Science, they got that shit right. Not Game Science. Holy fuck. Game Science is it's a team from Stalker. What is Wukong's development team called? I forget. It's something like that though, ain't it? But it's a Chinese studio. But they got that shit fucking right. Now performance is another thing. You say it's not on your radar, but you might see what the hype is about. I mean, it wasn't on my radar either too much. Besides when they announced it, I mean, everybody knows some Wukong. Like Wukong is a fucking Chinese god in a lot of mediums. In a lot of mediums, like I play Smite a lot, and he's in Smite. That nigga's clean as fucking Smite too. And seeing him get his own game, and then seeing fucking Erlang Shin ass pull up, beat his ass, I'm like, Erlang, I was unfamiliar with your game, nigga, because you're a demon, bro. Like, is Guan Yu Nim in the game too? Guan Yu Nim might be in the game too. I don't know because I'm not playing the game right now. I'm playing so much other shit. I can't be playing Wukong right now. I'm at to drop everything I'm playing to go play Wukong. I can't do that at the moment. But yeah, the game looks really good. The thing about the game is performance. Oh, the performance of the game is so fucking bad. And a lot of people's like, oh, Wukong is such a good game. It should be rated higher. Like, you don't understand. The fucking performance of that game is abysmal. Like, it's real bad. It's real bad. For a lot of people, anyway. You said people switching their opinions on Dragon Age? Even though they didn't have to give informed opinions on prior? I mean, after they saw the high level combat and they saw like, damn, this shit look fucking good. Of course they gonna switch their thing. Like, what is a video? A dude I reacted to, he was like talking down on Dragon Age the Veilguard. I made a video and like, why the fuck people like this make videos when they don't fucking like Dragon Age? He got recommended me on YouTube. A recommended video popped up of him so hyped about the fucking combat trailer. I'm like, don't you not like Dragon Age? What the fuck are you doing, bro? So yeah, there's a lot of, they just like clicks, bro. I hate that people opinions switch because the mass public turns another way. Like, if I don't like something, I'm not gonna act like I like it because everybody else like it. That's some bum ass shit. That's just me though. It's just me though. I'm not about to switch from. I was already hyped for Dragon Age, bro. I played every Dragon Age game. Played every Dragon Age game. Why the fuck would I skip Veilguard? That shit look good. They showed Morgan. I'm like, holy shit. Where's my son? That's all I want to know. Where's my fucking son? But Wukong launched hellas. You said not performance. This game is getting out of control. Yeah, usually people do flame games after playing them. But now people just see a trailer and they're like, oh, this game is gonna be dog shit. And that's sad. The sad reality of gaming nowadays. Because everybody got a voice, bro. Since everybody got a voice, everybody can just talk shit. They don't have to know anything. They just have to say shit on the internet. They don't even have to play the games to talk shit about it. Or experience the game either. There's so many things. You said Ray was playing God of War earlier. Which one? Like, new God of War or like PlayStation 3 God of War? PlayStation 2 God of War? Because we're talking about like old Kratos or new Kratos. I don't like new Kratos. You said 3 on phone? What the fuck? God of War 3 is on the phone? See, phone games are going, they getting too great. There is no way phones are strong enough to play God of War 3. Phones are just strong enough to play God of War 3. How fast is technology progressing? You said you tired of hearing about games suffering frame rate issues? This is because everybody, see, frame rate is one of those things, we got to get into that too. Frame rate is one of those things that usually only PC gamers have to worry about. Because console games were stuck at 30 frames per second. My whole life. 30 frames per second. Because games had to fucking work. All they had to do was be good. All games had to do was be good. Performance usually wasn't an issue. Because every game could be built and played, and it was 30 frames per second. They didn't really have to push the narrative too much, and the game only had to be good. Nowadays, when Xbox pull out the fucking One X and they want to bring 60 frames to console, they fuck the whole dynamic up, bro. I'll blame Microsoft for that shit because they fucked the whole dynamic up. Because 60 frames is some of the dumbest shit you could possibly push in games. You said a lot of earlier console games with 60 frames. Yeah, but like back then, 60 frames on like a fucking Nintendo 64, you couldn't tell the difference of the CRT. But the TVs were better back then anyway. Because most of their fucking input lag was almost 1 millisecond or less. Like 0.01 millisecond or some shit. Like it was the craziest reaction time on an old ass CRTV. Nowadays, fucking input lag on a normal TV is closer to 1 millisecond and you can feel that shit. They have game modes now, so you can have less fucking input lag. That's what's happening. Technology is progressing so far. It's progressing so far and so fast that they're trying to push more than they can handle. And that's why games are going out unoptimized. Unoptimized as fuck, bro. I was just watching somebody play Wukong. Like live, watching them play Wukong. They start the game up. You know how fucking long it took them shaders to build? You said them big ass polygons. Yeah. Bro, the pixel manipulation that they gotta do nowadays for refresh rates to be performance based is outrageous. Niggas gotta buy performance based monitors, performance based TVs to have a good gaming experience now. Back in the day, you used to slap a cartridge into a console and play a game and have a good time. Why is it not like that these days? Because buzzwords and technology, bro. Because they just say shit on the box. They just put shit on boxes and people believe it. You say give you 60 frames all day. I mean, well optimized games are gonna be better games. It's like you could get a 60 frames per second game. Like people playing Wukong right now, that motherfucker loads like shit. It looks great once it's done loading, but it loads like shit. And then you get into a battle and you stutter around. You would just start stuttering around. You say, you know, wrong, we gotta drop the resolution. Yeah, that's like, and that's the thing, bro. At the peak time, which was probably PS4 Pro, Xbox One X situations, where they could push high frame rates in their games, and they still look great because technology was just like teetering on the edge at the time. But then engines start to upgrade, games start to get bigger, and like even games getting like more tight knit now. They're not big open worlds no more, not empty ass worlds. But now they're getting dense, nigga. Now there's a lot of shit going on at one time. People don't understand that these consoles can't get better. They can't get better, bro. This is ancient technology now in the world of technology. But when people don't talk about the tech of these consoles, they just think like, oh, these games are just trash. They just broken. No, these developers are pushing the fucking consoles to their fucking limit. And 30 frames for most games like Hellblade. Hellblade is a big ass game. Big, beautiful fucking game. It's a walking simulator, so you can legit play that bitch at 30. It doesn't matter. You said use an emulator for God of War 3 on a phone? They have emulators on phones now? What hardware are you? What kind of phone do you got, nigga? You have an emulator running on the phone. Was that shit take some tech? But yeah, most of these and a lot of developers don't want to optimize their games either. And you hear that a lot. You said that Moto, bro. I got a Motorola too. What are you talking about? I got the M on the back of my phone. You said that emulators on phones for a decade. I mean, to play Pokemon. This nigga's playing God of War 3. I played Pokemon on phone many of times. But yeah, like when you get to like split second action based games, like legit, Elden Ring is still highly regarded. One of the best games to come out this generation of consoles. But Elden Ring still has performance issues. Elden Ring still fucking lags the fuck out. You would be playing at 60 frames. That bitch will drop the 22 in a boss fight. You're dead. What do? You just gotta restart the boss fight. It's not your fault. The game has performance problems. I beat all of Elden Ring butt naked with a hammer on 30 frames per second, bro. 30 frames per second. I wasn't mad at it. Guess what? I had a stable ass game experience, bro. I beat the fuck out of every boss butt naked with a hammer. 30 frames per second. You think I'm forcing this bitch to run 60 so I could... For what? For me to say I played that much at 60 frames? No. I beat the game naked at 30. And I'm gonna play the next Souls like at 30 frames. I'm not about to force a game to be 60. I can play it at 60 on my PC and have a great fucking time. I did it on live stream. It was great. I modded the game, beat the fuck out of some niggas, 60 frames, zooming around. Performance was amazing. But on console, bro, no. Slap that motherfucker at 30 frames and make a good fucking game. Just make a good game, run it at 30 frames per second, and have a good fucking time. Leave that 60 frame shit to PC niggas. Make them have to work hard for it. You said Titanfall 2 immune to lag. Titanfall 2 was a clean ass game. What engine was that built on? Because Titanfall was damn near ahead of its time, bro. You said Source? Because they definitely need to use that fucking engine again. Because I don't think they use it for Jedi Survivor. Like Jedi Fallen Order. I don't think they use the same engine. Because the game does not feel as good. I think they use it for Apex. They definitely use it for Apex. Now they fucking up Apex. Why are they fucking up Apex? They made billions of dollars on Apex. A free-to-play game out of nowhere. And now they're just fucking it up. The fans don't even want to play Apex no more. They're kind of ruining the game for some reason. Ori Will of the Wisp. See, now Ori is one of those games where, like, I've never seen the difference. Like, I played Ori when it came out. And then you play it at higher frame rates, and, like, it doesn't make the game feel any better. Not to me, anyway, maybe because I already played it before. Like, if you come into Ori and the first time you play it is at 120 frames, you might see a difference. But like, if I go play Ori right now at 30 and then switches to 60, it won't feel different to me. It won't make the game better or worse to play it at 30 or 60. The same with fucking Starfield. I played through all of Starfield at 30 frames per second. They put 60 on there. I go and play it some at 60. It's the same fucking game, bro. It doesn't feel different at all. You said, is that his natural conclusion? I mean, a lot of people keep playing Apex because they weren't changing random shit. They was just making random changes the fans do not like. Because, hey, my homeboy was just complaining about that while we were playing Smite yesterday. They were just like, bro, why the fuck are they making these changes to Apex? He said you can play a lot on the phone. From what I hear, you can play hells of it on the phone now. But I mean, I don't play phone games. I haven't played phone games since Pokemon. Since downloading those like weird Pokemon versions when you're like when we were young, you would be in class playing like Pokemon, but everybody's like half dead. You see like zombie Pikachu's running around. I was playing those games on the phone back in the day. And after that, man, I just had console games, PC games. That's kind of where I went. But in every developer, we gotta talk about this too. You said there's a huge difference between 60 and 30 and Forza. I mean, yeah, like when games are like split second top speed, that's when they make a difference. So you go play a shooting game, you go play Call of Duty, and you switch from 30 to 60 to 120, the speed in which you can turn and fire, the rate in which you see enemies before they see you at higher frame rates, it makes sense. Like, those things make sense because you can make decisions faster when the things are refreshing in front of your eyes faster. But when it comes to basic ass games, you can play an RPG. You can play Skyrim at 60 frames. That shit does not feel different. Why would motherfuckers complain about that? People complain about Avowed. Avowed not even out yet. And people are already complaining about 30 frames per second in Avowed. Nigga, that's an RPG where you walk 90% of the time. You hear Baldur's Gate 4 made by FromSoft? That's gonna be a horrible game. That is gonna be a horrible game. FromSoft making a Baldur's Gate? That shit is that hey, it's not about to go well, bro. It's not because Baldur's Gate is always been like a CRPG. It's always a CRPG. Now the combat systems are always different, but a straight action game in a Baldur's Gate universe with all that magic and technology, somebody's getting shit on, bro. Because FromSoft games are pretty well designed to flow as you like walk through the game. But Baldur's Gate is a party-based game. You got a lot of niggas with you. You got a lot of niggas to spec out. But Souls likes are one nigga versus the world. I don't know if FromSoft's got that dog in him. Not like that. I don't doubt Miyazaki. He's a damn good nigga. But like, he don't make party-based games. He makes solo squatting games. That's why FromSoft games always hit. Because you're the star of the show. If you're good anyway. If you're trash, then you're garbage. But if you're good, you're the star of the show no matter what you're doing. If you're a magic user, a strength build, a dex build, faith build, intelligence build, it doesn't matter. If you're good, you're the star of the show. You're the star of the fucking show. That doesn't work in a party-based game. Because, like, you might have a main character, but all the characters around you have to be a part of this. I played through Baldur's Gate 3 solo because I modded the fuck out of the game. I know I still had one companion. I had Minthara with me. Just because I just wanted to get through the fucking game. I modded the game. I had fucking machine guns and shit. Having a good old time. But FromSoft making a party-based Baldur's Gate 4, outrageous. That is so out of the wheelhouse. How are they going to do healing spells for parties? You said you were playing Roblox Battleground? What the fuck is Roblox Battlegrounds? Ray, what are you playing? Hold on, let me look this up. What the fuck is Roblox Battlegrounds? Wait, they like fight niggas. Niggas got bats. What the fuck is that? Yeah, you had that one miracle that let you heal people around you. But you know how long it took to cast that hoe? You get down on one knee, you start praying a little bit, you raise your arm, and you fucking and you heal motherfuckers around you gradually, like a little bit. No, that's not gonna work in the middle of battle, especially in an action game, like a Dark Souls, set in a big ass world like Baldur's Gate. Unless they make the game smaller, I don't know how FromSoft is gonna pull that one off. I ain't even gonna lie to you. How are they gonna do bosses? Is it gonna be like Elden Ring where you just walk into a room, niggas get locked out? There was a couple times in PvP, not in PvP, and when I was helping my friends play Elden Ring, and like they'd go into a boss room and it don't let me in with them. It just didn't let me in. I was like, but we playing this and they getting their ass beat in there. I was supposed to be helping them. They're getting their ass beat on. I can't even get in the boss room. The door wouldn't let me. Like the fog wall, it wouldn't let me in. FromSoft has a lot of problems with multiplayer. That's why they make great single player games. Because even the multiplayer components in all their games have been garbage. Multiplayer in every Souls like has been garbage, but they're single player games with multiplayer elements. So the multiplayer being trash never hurt the game. But Elden Ring, like you can go into Elden Ring, you could go to PvP, you're gonna lag, or somebody's gonna be lagging. This is never a stable experience. You said Sekiro was fire? Did Sekiro have multiplayer? I don't remember seeing nobody play Sekiro multiplayer. Cause it like the drop in multiplayer that all the Dark Souls games got? Or like you put the summoning sign, some of your friends. Use it. You said you watched Kaiser and then try to play Roblox? Oh, they had invasions. See, I never played Sekiro because that shit look kind of tough. Like the gods played Sekiro. I mean, I've heard of Roblox. I never heard of Roblox Battlegrounds. I thought Roblox was like a not a Pokemon, but like a Minecraft clone. The whole time, I always thought Roblox was a Minecraft clone, where it was like it was just Lego bricks and not Minecraft bricks. I never played Roblox. I've seen it, and I've seen like they got indie games inside Roblox too. So like developers make other games. So they just yeah, because they make other games in there. There's all like Roblox Battlegrounds, fucking battles. Niggas running around with bats beating each other. Why do kids play Roblox, bro? People need to. Hey, parents need to get their kids off Roblox. That shit's getting out of hand. Because I didn't know it went that far. I thought it was just Minecraft. I thought it was just more Minecraft, I guess. You said, bro, you got hit with a blue and a red, like anime blue and red, like Gojo, nigga. Minecraft is outrageous. Minecraft is outrageous. But we gotta get back to Gaming News Weekly. Where was we at? Where was we at? Oh yeah, we're talking about fucking Avowed being 30 frames per second. Why is motherfuckers talking about Avowed? Avowed is still half a year away because they pushed that motherfucker back and they talk about 30 frames per second, bro. And I'm like, you could have it. I would play the fuck out of it at 30 frames. I don't care. If I want to play it high, I'll just play it on PC. But I know it's going to be a damn good game. No matter what fucking frame rate is running it. The game is going to be good. Because a lot of games come out. They got frame rate modes. You saw what the fuck Final Fantasy 16 did. 720p 60 on the PS5. How the fuck is a game running 720p in this day and age? Just to get 60 frames? You put that motherfucker at 720p and the frame rate is still dipping below fucking 30? You can't make that shit up, bro. You can't make that shit up. And that's actual data on the internet. You go look that shit up. 720p 60 on the PS5 for Final Fantasy 16. That's not a good look. No developer want that game going out looking like that. Yes, nigga. And the frame rate was still trash. That like launch fucking Final Fantasy 16 ran like absolute garbage. That's why every fucking critic of that game played that bitch at 30 frames per second. They did not turn into motherfucking frame rate mode because that shit was ass. But if you gonna force developers to put 60 frames in their fucking console games, that is what's gonna happen. Trash games. Absolute abysmal garbage games. Hey, Cooper, you can go watch Digital Foundry's video. I know they still got it up. They love making fun of motherfuckers' games when they come out. You go watch Digital Foundry video. It's hella fucking videos where people analyze the frame rate mode of that game. Just go watch one of them, and they're gonna be like, yeah, bro, that the frame rate was not worth it. You potatoed the fuck out of your game to get 60 frames on the console, bro. And developers legit don't want to do it. Why do you think they wait to make the Xbox version of games now? Because the Series S exists. No, you don't blame the Series S. Like, oh, these developers are lazy as fuck. That's exactly what it is. The Series S can run these games. It's just developers don't want to work that hard. And they don't want to potato the fuck out of their game either. So they're like, okay, we'll just wait and we'll just build that motherfucker later because they don't want to work that hard right now. Some developers, like id Software, could get Doom Eternal running on the Switch. Doom Eternal on the Switch is outrageous, and that motherfucker's running. And it's running pretty fucking well. So the fact that motherfuckers complain about the Series S, it never goes over well with me. Because I'm like, it's your talent level that you're speaking on. Not the power of the Series S, because niggas play shit on a Rogue Ally. That shit's not stronger than the Series S. Fucking Steam Deck. They got games that run on there. Not in the cloud, native, on the hardware. There's no way you can optimize for a Series S. I can go slap my fucking 2070 Super in my PC right now and run every one of these fucking games, bro. Run every one of these games. My 2070 Super, I can slap that motherfucker right back in this PC and run every fucking game I own. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put that motherfucker at 1080p. I'm gonna have to run that bitch medium settings. But these developers don't want to work that hard, bro. Because once they make the minimum requirement window on PC Anything lower than that, they don't give a fuck about. So if you go on Steam and you say, oh, minimum specs, they want you to have a fucking 2080. If you got a fucking 2060 and it runs like shit, that's your fault. Developers don't got to optimize past it. They can't do that on the console. So when they come to Xbox and they're like, okay, so we have to make the Series S version good and playable, we just wait. We just wait. And gamers get upset because they're like, oh, developers are skipping Xbox because they choose to. Microsoft can't just force them to work harder. Gamers can't be like, Microsoft, why are you... No, because the Series S is a plenty capable console. It got fucking RT modes. Niggas running ray tracing on the Series S. 60 frames on the Series S. 120 frames on the Series S. And good fucking quality. But then some developers look at the Series S like, oh, I don't want to work that hard, bro. Maybe next year. Maybe in a couple months. And then they learn that, hey, we actually improved our skills by making a Series S game. Larian said the same fucking thing when they skipped Xbox at launch. That motherfucker came out in fucking December. The Series S version runs the game. Great, actually. And then they fixed every other version of their game. The PC version got optimized better. The PlayStation version got optimized better. After they made the Series S version, because they're like, okay, we could have definitely cleaned a whole lot of shit up in this fucking game, and we just chose not to. Now they're better developers for it. It's so crazy that motherfuckers would try to cop out. Like, oh no, the Series S is holding back gaming. No. Series S is making these fucking developers work. Because they're not just copying and pasting shit no more. Because when these consoles started having PC capable hardware, it was a problem, bro. It was a complete problem. Because yeah, now they just copy and paste shit. Why do you think Xbox Series X was brute forcing games early in the cycle? It was just forcing games to work. They weren't even optimizing that shit. They just put it on an Xbox and that motherfucker just ran right off PC code. That's why when you see games and they have those fucking mouse cursors and shit on the menu, you know those developers did not make a console version of that game. They just slapped the PC version on the console and just optimized that shit to run well. That's all they did. They didn't change anything. They didn't adapt the controller. And it's like, y'all developers are lazy as shit, bro. Developers are real lazy as fuck. And there's some great ass developers out here. Yeah, because back then, yeah, they had to make 3 versions. But now the PlayStation and the Xbox is running the same hardware. They have the same components. They might have different pieces. You know, Xbox got Velocity, fucking PlayStation got Kraken. They have their own little special things, but they're running exactly the same AMD technology as Radeon. So if Radeon, Xbox, and PlayStation all running the same architecture, they make one fucking game, and then they tweak that game to run on these consoles. That doesn't sound too hard. Until they gotta go to the Series S. I'm like, okay, now we gotta clean all this shit up. Because VRAM constraints are a thing. PC gamers, they know about this. Because you'll get a GPU, a great ass GPU, but that motherfucker got 8 gigs of VRAM. You know you're about to be cooked to be running your games at 1080p. Because you try to put that motherfucker at 4K at high settings, your VRAM is going up. You're going up. You're going like fucking 10, 11 gigs of VRAM you need. And it hurts. It hurts a lot. And a lot of niggas don't have VRAM on they graphics cards. The same thing happens on console. Same thing happens on console. So if you see these big beautiful worlds are loading in fast as hell, bro, where the fuck you think all that data is coming from? Where do you think all that data is coming from? But when you don't talk about tech and you just complain about games, then you get motherfuckers on the internet just saying nonsense. And I'm like, come on now, I can't listen to you speak. I can't listen to you speak because these developers know what they're doing, bro. Or they should anyway. And if they can't make a Series S version of the game, there's no reason they should be making a PC game. There's no reason they should be making a PC game. If you can't make a Series S version, there's no way any of your PC versions are actually optimized. So when Wukong say like, hey bro, we're going to make the Xbox version later, I knew optimization was going to be a problem. And then the game launched. And the optimization is a problem. The PS5 version of that game is crooked. It's cooked up. It is so cooked up. But the game launched. And it's successful. So when it comes to Xbox, it's probably going to be a better game. It's probably going to be a better game. And I mean, if Xbox gamers don't want that shit, Go to PC, bro. You should have went to PC a long time ago. But yeah, this technology shit is kind of crazy, and people definitely just leave the developers out of the equation like they don't matter in any of these situations. When Larian skipped the Xbox for launch, we knew why. We already knew fucking why. It's because Phil one told them their game wasn't worth the Game Pass deal. He definitely told they ass that. And for two, they didn't want to work that fucking hard at the moment. The PC version was running all right. The PlayStation version was fucking struggling, and they knew their game would get cooked by the critics if it launched on Xbox like that. A lot of the developers know that because if a game launches and is bad on Xbox, you know the media is cooking the fuck out of them. You know the media is cooking the fuck out of them. So they like, oh, we'd rather hold off on that bad PR until we have a game actually worth playing. And then they launch it on Xbox, and they can't talk bad about it. Then the game actually works, except Baldur's Gate 3. That motherfucker was still broken. I dropped the fuck out of that game on Xbox. You said why companies keep pushing VR? I don't want helmet on my head playing games. See, I don't know because PlayStation pushed into VR. VR is a big ass gimmick. I don't know how long the gimmick is gonna last because I think it's already fading away now. But PlayStation invested in the VR and it failed horribly. 5% of your player base adapted. 5%. That's horrible numbers. That's horrible numbers. And then they made a second one. And even less of their player base adapted. So then they let the hardware be usable on PC. And then the hardware can't even be optimally adapted to PC gaming. So everybody who wanted to use a good headset, they bought a MetaQuest. Because VR has been a big ass gimmick for a long time. Nobody wants VR. Not really. Why do you think Phil and them ignored the fuck out of VR? People was like, oh, you're going to regret not having VR on your console. And now PlayStation regrets investing in VR. They shut down their VR studios. They put their VR headsets semi-compatible with PC so then somebody would buy it. Yeah, fucking VR Batman. And because they want this gimmick to go off. They just wanna be able to sell the game on more platforms. So how do you they sold Gran Turismo 7 on the VR headset. So niggas gotta buy a VR version of a game you could go to cockpit mode on for free. That's all they had to do. Yeah, I play the fuck out of indie games, right? I see on my channel, 90% of the games I upload either are games that I want to play and I always play, or just some random indie games that I see. You say you're not trying to be that immersed? I'm not either. I'm not one of those people that need to feel like I'm in the game. I'm not, bro, I came through from playing games like fucking Halo 3 with the Flood. Why the fuck would I want the Flood to jump on my face? No, jump on Chief's face. Nigga, I'ma just watch Chief struggle. I'm not about to have my face in that helmet. Why the fuck would I be wanting to get suffocated by the Flood? No. No, imagine getting choke slammed by the Undertaker in a VR headset. I'ma just watch John Cena as get choke slammed. I'm not getting choke slammed by the Undertaker. Who the fuck wants to be in the game? I don't know. There's some people that actually really want to be in there. But that's like the escapist mentality. Because people use gaming to escape reality. And I'm like, damn. You said indies that had showed at Gamescom. Oh, there were so many games showed at Gamescom, bro. There's so many games. Hold on, let's go to the Gamescom, the Gamescom part of Gaming News Weekly, bro. Because that shit was so good. I didn't even get to watch the live streams. That's how crazy it was. Because I had worked the whole time. I didn't get to watch the live streams, but they showed so many games. Games I've never heard of before. Games that I heard of a little bit about. And I was like, some of these bitches are fire, bro. First Berserker, I think I've heard of that game one time. And then they showed it again. They had a little Gamescom trailer for it. And I was like, I might have to fuck with that. Towerborn. You said If you play a game 2 hours straight, you should know not being aware for hours is a terrible idea. You said Xbox Showcase had that? Yeah, because I've seen it. I've seen it once before. I remember. Towerborn looks pretty good, and they showed more of that. What else did they show? Like indie games. Cause they show like big games. Fucking Goat Simulator's getting a remaster, which is outrageous. I don't know why the fuck they did that. Akimbo looked funny as hell. The little robot dude with the robot little floating dude. What else did they show? Atomfall, they showed that at the showcase. That looks really good. They showed it again. What else did they show? Cause like more indie games they showed. You say you played Ronin the Last Samurai? Ronin the Last Samurai? Like Rise of Ronin? Or is that a different Ronin game? Y'all know what game I do want to show? Hold on. We need to go to Pearl Abyss, bro. Because I don't know if they were at Gamescom. Pearl Abyss was dropping so many motherfucking what you call it? They were dropping so many trailers this week. It made no sense for what you call it? For Red Desert. I mean Crimson Desert. Because Crimson Desert is their single player version of Black Desert. And they show so many things. Like they show so many boss battles. I'm like, bro, you're showing 90% of the game. You said go to IGN's live section. He's called Indies Extravaganza. It's 3 hours long. Damn. See, I don't really like watching IGN videos. IGN be annoying the fuck out of me sometimes. But hold on, I wanna play one of these goddamn boss battles that they had. Cause they showed hella boss battles this year. Wait, they had a crab? Niggas fought a crab? Should we watch the crab one? Hold on, let's watch the crab one. Hold on, about to boot that motherfucker up. Because Pearl Abyss is kind of slept on, bro. They real deal kind of slept on when it comes to like the gaming things. Hold on, I need to get my headset. And then we could put this up and watch it. All right, we locked in. All right, play this hoe. Because Crimson Desert is one of those games they announced a while ago. And I was like, okay, Pearl Abyss has some of the best combat in MMO game history. So we gotta see this hoe. And it's like a single player action game. And they're making one of the cleanest single player action games I've seen in a long time. What am I watching this in? And watch this motherfucker be a big ass monster. Damn. It fucked him up. But yeah, they made one of those over the top, outrageous fucking action games. And when I look at this and I'm like, this is old fashioned action game stuff. Like nigga get his ass beat on for an hour and a half, and you still win the fight. This is a big ass rock crab. Okay, I got some Dragon's Dogma climbing tech in it. I like that. Look how goofy his ass was falling off. Wait, it still has the shadow symbol. So is Shadow still a part of this storyline? They haven't shown much about the story of the game. So I really don't know that part. Yoink that nigga. Damn. See, look how that's outrageous amount of height that you get. But they got the little shadow nigga on his back. Cause he can fly. Stab that hoe. See, that's just out. You said all the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom fans. This fight is familiar. See, he can do that beat on by this crab. Like playing so many Souls like games, seeing him get his ass beat on and still be in this battle, I'm like, okay, this is an old fashioned action game, bro. Old fashioned action game. That shit looks actually really fucking fun. That shit looks hella fun. And you just pop heals. You said Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild. I mean, it makes sense because that's how Zelda's new games are built. I really don't know what like system they're using though. But yeah, that's like they dropped like 6 trailers for Tears. I mean, not Tears for Crimson Desert. Bro. They dropped so many trailers, and I'm like, they kept making shit. They kept making so many displays for it. They had hella boss battles show up, and I'm like, Pearl Abyss is cooking up over there, but nobody's really talking about their game. And I'm like, why ain't nobody mentioning fucking Pearl Abyss? I don't know if they were at Gamescom or was they just promoting their game at this time with everybody else. Because that should look good, bro. I know I'm picking it up. I forget when the game actually comes out. I don't even think they put it on that trailer. But Gamescom had hellas. And you know, some of the biggest Xbox news that came out of Gamescom was, of course, Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones finally got their release date. I think I made a video on it. And I'm like, okay, so this is good. Indiana Jones get their release date. But they also showed that Indiana Jones was going to PlayStation 6 months after it comes out. And people they took a jump off a cliff with that one, bro. So surprised, because I'm like, why the fuck are people upset that Indiana Jones is going to PlayStation? I was really trying to figure it out. There was a lot of people saying Phil lied, and I'm like, what the fuck did he lie about? I don't think that nigga lied about anything. That nigga said he was sending games over there, and people are so surprised that Indiana Jones is one of the games going over there. And I'm like, Indiana Jones is a big ass deal. He's not just some made up nigga. He's a big ass deal to the world. So why the hell would they not go just profit off Indiana Jones's name? Why would they not just go profit off that nigga's name? You said Little Nightmares 3 footage? Bro, they showed Little Nightmares 3 and I was so surprised when Little Nightmares 3 showed up. Because at the end of 2, I didn't expect them to get a third game. But now I don't think you just have AI companions no more. Like if you play through, I think you get like actual people playing in all three little minions. So I think it's like a 3-player game now. I don't think you can have 2 AI companions in there. You might still be able to, but they show like 3-player co-op like across like online, and I'm like, okay, so now it's gonna be a problem. Motherfuckers gonna be throwing, cause now that you have to have 3 friends in the game, motherfuckers definitely gonna be throwing, bro. And hopefully the matchmaking is really good, because these games get kind of gutted when the matchmaking is not right. When the matchmaking is broken, oh, Games Radar is cooking the fuck out of what you call it right now, Concord. They're cooking the fuck out of Concord. They're like Deadlock not even out yet, and it has 64,000 players. Concord can't even reach 700. That's fucked up, bro. Why would y'all do that? They tried to cook fucking Redfall. They might as well cook Concord. But yeah, Indiana Jones going to PlayStation. That was a big ass deal for niggas for like one day. Like the outrage is fake as hell when it dies down in a day. But niggas was really upset about that. I was really pissed that Concord, I mean not Concord, but Indiana Jones was going to PlayStation, and it's like, bro, every one of Xbox games is on PC. Every fucking one of them. So why the fuck are you upset that another game is going to PlayStation when every game is on PC? I never understand the fanboy mentality when it comes to shit like that. You said one, two, for three, three got huge shoes to fill. Top of that, new developers for this time. Wait, Supermassive Games is making what? Well, Supermassive is really good at multiplayer game connections, because they've made like Man of Medan and all those, so they're good at making party-based games. But like Little Nightmares made by Supermassive is, I don't know about that. Why would yeah, I don't know about that one. But why would Little Nightmares need a new developer anyway? Wait, who's their old developer? Now I don't even know who the fuck the old one was. It says it made by Taser. Freaking Tarzer. Who is that? And why are they not making Little Nightmares again? Because it's going to be weird if it's not a good game. Because Little Nightmares 2 straight hit, bro. Why the hell would Bandai switch the fucking developer? Why would they switch the developer? So what the fuck is this studio going to make next? Do we know what their studio is working on next? And how did they lose their IP to fucking Bandai? That's kind of fucked up. No, Bandai just took Tazier's IP, bro. That's so fucked up. So what does Tazier do now? Because Tazier is the developer that made the game for Bandai. They made the first 2 games. And then Bandai took the IP and gave that shit to fucking Supermassive Games for a third one. Did Tazier say, no, we're done with Little Nightmares at 2? Because Little Nightmares 2 ended. I didn't think it was getting the third game. So the fact that Little Nightmares 3 popped up, that's what got me. I'm like, okay, it's getting a third one, and it's not being made by Tazier, bro. It's being made by Supermassive. Because Bandai took the IP from the original developers is crazy work, bro. The gaming industry is just toxic as hell. They created Little Nightmares, and now they got to watch Supermassive Games make a third one that they probably turned down. They probably like, yeah, we don't want to make a third Little Nightmares game, and Bandai was like, but we're gonna make a third one, and then they just get Supermassive Games to make it. That doesn't sound good to me, bro. That does not sound good to me. Even though Supermassive is not a bad developer, they're really good. You said Forgotten Anne? See, I've never heard of that one. Yeah, I've never heard of this one. That motherfucker's on phone. What the hell? This came out in 2018. The Forgotling? The Forgotling? Is that one going to be made by the same people? They put that motherfucker on everything. They even got fucking wallpapers for your. They got free wallpaper on their goddamn website. That's actually kind of fire, bro. Forgotten and free wallpapers. You could just download all of these from their website right now. That shit's clean as fuck. They got ringtones. They got fucking fan art posted. See, this is a development team that actually cares about their IP. Or like the fans of their IP. Because they got a whole segment of just random fan art from the internet that they post on their official website. That's actually clean as hell. They got all their nominations, some top tens. I've never heard of this game. I'm gonna definitely look out for the. I might have to go find this. It's on Xbox. Might just pick it up on PC. Since that's where 90% of my indie games are on PC. You say you recommend Forgotten Anne? Also Dex. I'm gonna definitely look them up. Hold on. Hold on. Side screen. I'm about to look up Forgotten Anne real quick. I'm about to look them up real. Oh yeah, back to Gamescom. So yeah, Gamescom had a whole lot of hits on there. Fucking Gearbox, bruh. Gearbox showing up night one with a Borderlands 4 teaser. That shit took me out, bro. That shit took me out so far because I'm like, Borderlands 4. Like, why would they have to go back to the Borderlands name? They just got a horrible movie. I got Borderlands 3. I don't even think I finished it. I couldn't even tell you if I played the game some. I think I was like the Beastmaster or something. I don't think the game was fun, bro. Borderlands got lost in the sauce around Borderlands the pre-sequel or Borderlands 2. One of those games, they lost it. Gearbox lost it for sure. They meant they're gonna make fucking Battleborn. That shit was ass. They made the one game for Sony. That shit was ass. And then that motherfucker came to Xbox. It still was trash. Gearbox has had a string of misses. Borderlands 3 was probably alright. I think Tiny Tina's Wonderland was a good game. But now they're back to Borderlands. Borderlands 4. And I'm like, Gearbox, bro. I know you need a W. I know you need some money right now. You and 2K. Y'all grinding out. But nigga, Borderlands 4 is crazy. And that bitch is coming next year. So that motherfucker's already like almost ready to come out. They drop a teaser. They like in 6 months the game is here. That's crazy work. That is crazy work that the game is going to be coming legit next year E3 time. Borderlands 4 should be out. And I'm like, that is a quick turnaround. Because what the hell was they working on before? I don't remember what the hell Gearbox was working on. But now Borderlands is back. And I'm like, bruh, Borderlands should not be back. They should definitely make something new and just go back to the drawing board. Make something fun. Get something out here that the fans can enjoy. But no, Borderlands, nigga. We got more Borderlands on the way. Y'all know what disappointed me, and I finally get to talk about it, is fucking Greedfall 2, bro. Greedfall 2. Greedfall 2 is going into early access. I don't know if it started early access already. I could definitely look it up on Steam. Load up Steam real quick. I got some demos on here I need to play to make videos of. I don't ever come back to Steam too often unless like it's gaming news time. Go to the Steam page. Because I think early access is about to start for this game. September 24th. So next month, early access is starting for this. And Greedfall 2 is... I don't like... The first Greedfall was really fucking good, bro. In my opinion, anyway. Because, I mean, it was like a faint remembrance of, like, Dragon Age 2. It was one of those style of games. It was a party-based game. It was fun. The main character was cool. The side characters were alright. The story was actually pretty good. The world that they crafted, the combat was fun. And then Greedfall 2 comes around. They announced the game. I'm hyped for it. And now they showed the game. And this motherfucker's a CRPG. Why the fuck did they go from action game to CRPG, bro? Now that doesn't make gaming sense. It doesn't make gaming sense, bro. Because everybody that played Greedfall 1 is going to be looking at Greedfall 2 like, why the fuck is this not Greedfall 2? It doesn't make sense, bro. Where's the trailer at? We need to just watch the trailer. Because the way they show the game, I'm like, this shit is scuffed. This shit is stuffed. Because they showed the trailer. I mean, I guess I can show this trailer. Gamescom trailer. Kingdom Come Deliverance actually look like it's gonna be a good time. Hold on, let me bring back up the reaction tab. We just gotta watch Greedfall 2 because like I don't know what the hell Spiders is going through right now, but they definitely lost everything from Greedfall 1. Greedfall 1 was such a fucking hit for me. I played the fuck out of he started doing YouTube like for real when Greedfall came out. That was the game I made my first playthrough series on. It wasn't even a Mass Effect game. It wasn't a Dragon Age game. I started making Greedfall 2 videos. It's a direct sequel. I mean, it's just called Greedfall 2. So we thought it was going to be a direct sequel, but this is complete. Bro, hold on. We just gotta watch. We just gotta watch this real quick because, like, bro, what did they do to our boy? Was it the same dude two times? Why would they show this, bro? So they said it's a sequel. I mean, it's a prequel. So 3 years before, You said summoning jutsu. Grip is still there, high key. Because the style that the Sarday them had was actually kind of fire, bro. I need to do a Greedfall playthrough again, like redo that playthrough. Yeah, what the fuck is Witcher Sense doing in the game? And then look what they did to the fucking combat, bro. Look at this shit, bro. Why the fuck would they do this to Greedfall? Like it's just and see, I fuck with Greedfall. Really like Greedfall 1. So 3 years. 3 years before the first game, fine, you make a prequel. That's cool and all. Why fuck up the combat system? Why fuck up the whole system that y'all just created? Greedfall was almost the first of its kind. Cause I know they've made other games before it. So Greedfall was like a progression of the style of game that Spiders wanted to make. And Greedfall was the apex of that progression. They were finally getting it. It was finally clicking for them. From fucking Technomancer to what is it called? The other game. No, it was Bound for Glory. It's Technomancer. It was another game before Technomancer, I think. And then Greedfall came out. I've been following Spiders for a minute. And then Greedfall 2 is scuffed, bro. And I got to play the game. That's the thing, bro. I got to play the fucking game. And when I tell you, combat was so fucking boring. See, that's why I didn't like Baldur's Gate 3. Combat was so ass, bro. It was so ass because even if you have tactical combat can be fun. I play tactical combat games. There's games that do it fucking right, and then there's games that shit did not look fucking good, bro. The UI was scuffed. All of it was just come on now, bro. Hold on, what did that say? Yeah, it was like a new Jade Empire remade before new Mass Effect. A lot of people haven't played Jade Empire because it was only an Xbox game. So if they made a Jade remake, that would be kind of cool. But the thing about Jade's remake is I think Microsoft owns the IP. I think Microsoft owns the IP. I don't think they gave it away. Like the same with I don't know how the hell KOTOR IP left Microsoft. I think it's because Lucasfilms kind of owned the rights to that game just as much as Microsoft did when they got BioWare to make it. So I think that's why KOTOR can be out of the realms of Microsoft and it still gets to go on. But Microsoft got two KOTOR games. Yeah, legit, I played through it on console. It's not like I didn't enjoy myself. I had a good time, even though there were so many pieces of the game I didn't like. 90% of it was combat related. But like there were so many pieces of the game I didn't like. I played through it on console because quick resume, all those things, I played it on there. But then Act 3 was broken. It just kept crashing on me. It was buggy. It was laggy. I'm like, okay, I'm going to just switch up. I go play it on PC. I mod the fuck out of it. I finish the game. And I realized the only thing I really hate about Baldur's Gate is the combat. The only thing I don't like about Baldur's Gate is the combat. Combat is fucking scuffed. And it's because I chose Wizard. And everybody's like, oh, your build might be trash. No, the Wizard class is literally boring as hell. It's literally the worst class in the game. And I just had to pick the worst class in the game, bro. I just so happened to pick the worst class in the game. Because there's some people that defend the fuck out of Baldur's Gate. It'd be like, oh, no, it's just your build. Your build is just ass. No, nigga. It's the game. And it's then the people come and tell you, like, yeah, bro, you chose a Wizard. Wizard is actually ass. You should have been a Sorcerer. You would have been doing so much damage so fast. It would have been fun. And that's where I fucked up. You said, didn't the original Mass Effect release on Xbox exclusively? That was outside their deal. So, yeah, Microsoft got Mass Effect created. It was outside our deal. I think that was the last game in the bioware Xbox deal. Because it was published by Microsoft. That's why Microsoft still has the DLC. BioWare themselves don't have the DLC. So when Pinnacle Station exists on Xbox consoles only, it's because Xbox still has the original source code for Mass Effect. And BioWare themselves don't even have that source code. BioWare themselves have the PlayStation code for the game. And Xbox has the Xbox code for the game. So when they made the trilogy and they ported the first game to PlayStation finally, they didn't have the original source code for the game that Microsoft still has. And that's why when I boot up Mass Effect 1 on my Xbox, is exactly Mass Effect 1 from Xbox 360 when Mass Effect 1 came out. And that game doesn't exist nowhere else. It doesn't exist on PC. It doesn't exist on a PlayStation. It doesn't even exist at EA and BioWare. It only exists on Xbox. And I'm like, that is a crazy turn of events. So a part of my Mass Effect is still exclusive to Xbox. That's why when the remakes came out, when the Legendary Edition came out, and Pinnacle Station wasn't there, I'm like, yeah, bro, they lost it. And Microsoft still has it, because I could go to Pinnacle Station on Xbox right now. Not a single other platform can say the same. Not a single other platform can say the same. I can still go there. I can go talk to the Turians. I can go do the battle simulator. I mean, it wasn't like a huge DLC or nothing like that, but it was a significant part of Mass Effect 1. And that piece is missing from everywhere but Xbox, because Xbox preserved that shit. But everybody talk about game preservation, like Microsoft is not the one putting on for it. That's why I bought an Xbox, because those two games are flawless on Xbox. DLC is there. The game's original code is there. No tampers. They're not fucking with it. I can go play Jade Empire. I can go play KOTOR 1 and 2. Because Microsoft got their games on lock. Now, everybody else's games, these studios open up, they shut down, they sell IPs. You can't really control all of that, because Microsoft can't control all those IPs. But the IPs that Microsoft do control, those games are going to be preserved forever. They're not going anywhere. As long as Microsoft still stands, those games aren't going anywhere. Even if Xbox gets shut down today, those IPs not going nowhere. Microsoft is still going to sell them. Them bitches still going to be around. They're still going to be making a lot of money off those IP. So that's why I kind of fuck with the Xbox brand, bro. Because like even if I go to PC right now, I can use my Xbox for everything old. Because everything old is going to keep carrying over from Xbox to Xbox until they stop making this motherfucker. Everything new, I can play new and improved on PC. Or I can just play it on Xbox because it's conveniently placed. But yeah, the original Mass Effect is still kind of exclusive to Xbox. And I know EA picked them up. They made Dragon Age. That was the first game with the EA logo. And Dragon Age was a good game. But I think Dragon Age was already going to be an Xbox game before they got picked up by EA. I think the game was already ready to drop. And it probably was going to be Xbox exclusive. And then they put that motherfucker on PC. Because that's why the PC version of the game is kind of different. And the PC gamers think it's a fucking CRPG. But then you play it on Xbox and it plays exactly like KOTOR. It plays exactly like Jade. And you're like, this is just another Xbox game to me. It's not different. But then PC players like, oh no, that's a CRPG. No, no, it's not, nigga. No, it's not. But they did make it keyboard and mouse only on PC. And I think that's what got them thinking it because it was only keyboard and mouse on PC. You couldn't use a controller at the time. But that's why they announced with Veilguard that you can use a controller on PC with Veilguard. Because I think Inquisition you might be able to use controller. I think it plays a whole lot better with keyboard and mouse on PC than it does a controller. But I think you can use controller on Inquisition. But Dragon Age 2 and Dragon Age Origins, you had to use a fucking keyboard and mouse. They kind of like force fed you keyboard and mouse support. No controller support on PC back then. And that was like a big deal for a lot of games. Like when games on PC, when you go to Steam and you pick up some games, some of them bitches do not have controller support. And there's plenty of people online to be like, oh, just download some third party software and just use controller on every game that you have. Do you really think I want to go work that hard to get controller support on a game when I can just play that motherfucker on console and it already has controller support? PC gamers will tell you, oh, no, PC is best. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'd rather play the game on an Xbox. But yeah, where the hell were we at? Oh yeah, we're talking about fucking Greedfall 2. Because Greedfall 2, I hate how they changed the combat. I hate how they changed the combat system. It's kind of sad that they did that. But it could work out. Maybe. They're trying to pull a Baldur's Gate 3. I don't know how far they're going to get. Because Baldur's Gate 3 was a big ass name. Greedfall, on the other hand, is still a name in development. A name I fuck with. But still a name in development, bro. It's not grown to be a big ass deal. Spiders is not a big ass studio either. So they definitely got a lot more to prove. And the change combat now is an outrageous call. It's an outrageous call. You make Greedfall 2 and it's a prequel, that's fine. You're playing as an islander and not one of the people coming from damn, what the hell is the continent called? That's alright. But if it was a prequel, you could have just been a freaking an ancestor of Desarde ass. So you can understand why the fuck that nigga's connected to the island. Because he has the mark of one connected to the island, but he's from the continent. And they really don't explain that shit in the game. That you have a connection to the island for some reason. Don't know. We haven't figured that out. And the prequel is only 3 years. So that means Desarde is already on his way to the fucking island at this point in the world. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. But like, hopefully Greedfall 2 isn't bad. And it has early access, so that should be cool. What else for freaking Gamescom do I want to talk about? Because there's another game I really want to talk about, and I can't remember what the hell it is. Because I'm about to go play that motherfucker. It's not 33 Immortals. I'm definitely about to go play that hoe, though. They gave me the chance. They showed so much Call of Duty. Call of Duty looked hella good. Atlas was there. Towerborn. No, it wasn't Towerborn. Freaking Space Marine 2 still looks fucking amazing. When did Space Marine 2 come out? I thought it was supposed to came out in July, and I swear that motherfucker did not launch. Shadows of Doubt. Heart of Chernobyl. Hunt Showdown's new look looks amazing. Crytek, I don't know what Crytek is doing outside of Hunt Showdowns at the moment. But they knew like trailer for Hunt Showdowns looked hella good. Even though the game doesn't play like that. We know for damn sure the game doesn't play like that. But, that shit looked good. Oh shit, there is a game. PlayStation had what is it called? Silent Hill. Silent Hill 2 had a new showing. I don't know if it was at Gamescom or not, but Silent Hill 2 had a new trailer, and this motherfucker was actually fucking good. It didn't look like garbage, like not like the first one. Like they showed Silent Hill, it looked horrible. But then they showed it now. I think they showed it earlier this week, and that shit looked good. They showed it earlier this week, and it actually looked really good. I was so surprised. Konami Digital, Bloomberg team. Yeah, look, Silent Hill 2 doesn't look like shit no more. Bloomberg team saw everybody's criticism from May, and they like, oh nah, bro, we're not going out like that. It still looks kind of gray and faded, but it doesn't look as bad. Like graphically, it doesn't look as scuffed. It still looks like a like off-brand fucking Resident Evil 4. Because everything is just kind of gray and washed out. But I think that's the aesthetic of the game. But this trailer was actually really fucking good. Don't that fat man look like the fat man from Resident Evil 8? Ain't that the same fat man from Resident Evil 8? Like the big one that sits in a chair that sells you shit? And I'm like, they got the fat man from Resident Evil? They just stole Leon. They stole the fat man that sells you weapons. Who else did they steal? And I know this game is old as fuck. They're just remaking it. But this fat nigga look exactly like the Resident Evil fat nigga. But graphically, it looks really good now. Look at Leon Kennedy extra broke ass, bro. This is Leon when he just loses his fucking job. But the trailer actually doesn't look like garbage now. And she not big as fuck no more. Remember when they had her fat as shit? The first trailer when they had her just like kind of over fucking weight for no reason. Look at her face now. They trimmed her ass up because everybody was like, "Why the fuck is she inflated?" They go pull up the PS2 version of her, and they're like, "Why did y'all inflate her ass so much?" Now look at her, bro. Now look at her. They fixed that shit. They really listened. Bloomberg team was like, "Okay, bro. We thought we was gonna be agenda pushing. The players not going for that shit. They cleaned this trailer the fuck up, and they produced a really good fucking product." That's when you meet the fat man. They didn't really show no enemies though. This shit actually looks pretty good. So you see her ass right there, bro. She's not over inflated no more. Yeah, you say you're still not impressed. This doesn't look. I mean, Alan Wake 2 is gonna be unmatched. I'm just saying that they actually cleaned up this fucking game because when they first showed it in May, this looked like absolute fucking garbage. And now look at it. Like the game still has. I don't know when it's coming out. I don't think it shows. No, I don't think it shows. Oh, it does. October 8th. So it's coming out October 8th. I don't think it's gonna be like fucking game of the year candidate. But like It looks a whole lot better than it did before. And I just had to bring light to that because I remember they did show this fucking trailer at the beginning of Gamescom, and I'm like, they cleaned it up. They really fucking cleaned it up, bro. Bloomberg team, they was going to get shit on for this game, and then they cleaned it up. Alan Wake 2 is still, come on now, Alan Wake 2 is going to be unmatched. It's going to be unmatched, as at least in terms of graphical output. The story could be good. For this game, they have some gameplay out from some people, like showing off the game. The game still plays. It looks scuffed. I ain't even gonna fake it. Stalker was doing a big thing, bro. They had more gameplay showings. They had more trailers at Gamescom. That game's looking like it's gonna shape up to be a fucking masterpiece. What else showed up at Gamescom that I really want to bring light to? Because there was hella games. We could just talk about all of Gamescom. But there was like select things that I seen at Gamescom. I'm like, we definitely got to talk about that shit. The booths, they had hella fucking booths there. Some of these I haven't seen yet. Hold on, what the fuck was that trailer? What is this one? Armor Zone? What the fuck is that? Okay, I never heard of this. Hold on, we need to watch this. Armor Zone. I want to see you. I'm going to just put this up on screen so you can see what I see. Armor Zone. Yeah, don't need to get you started on the gameplay they showed. Talking about hours of gameplay. Oh, it's a puzzle game. Oh, yeah, definitely a puzzle game. You said they showed James and Pyramid Head face off and that shit was dry? I didn't even see that, bro. High key, I didn't even see that. Pyramid, they showed Pyramid Head already? What's the Amazon? Because this is a puzzle game we can see. He's an inventor. Are you gonna use the windshield wiper, nigga, to clean that shit up? No, I guess it's just on there all the time. Oh, it cleaned off. There's people. This nigga turned into a Big Daddy. Watch this end up being a prequel to fucking Bioshock. I mean, yeah, okay. I think that's a puzzle game. It looks alright. And it's coming November, which is a bad time because we have Stalker. Microid? Microid Games? I did not know that Pyramid Head was already shown though. I high key want to see that shit. For Silent Hill, I seen some gameplay videos. I didn't watch any of them, but I didn't know Pyramid Head was shown because I didn't like it. Wasn't that much hype around it. I thought it'd be a bigger deal that Pyramid Head was shown in the gameplay. But no, I didn't even hear about it, which is crazy because Pyramid Head is a big ass deal for Silent Hill. And the fact that nobody mentioned it, it says quite a bit about Silent Hill. Oh shit, we didn't talk about this motherfucking Korean game from Crafton, bro. Crafton is the people that just bought Tango Gameworks. So they just bought Tango from Xbox, and they're making a fucking what you call it? Like a Sims clone. And I played a little bit of this fucking game. And it's actually really fucking good, bro. Cause see, I played the fuck out the Sims back in the day. This motherfucker is actually really good. And it's a Korean based one. Just that was a cool indie game. And it looked like Silk Song. Yeah, what the fuck happened to Silk Song, bro? It's still supposed to be coming out. I think they moved development studio or producers. I mean, yeah, this is like Sims based stuff. But a Sims clone this late in the game is kind of wild. And it looked hella good. I was so impressed with the game, and I'm like, I ain't played The Sims 4 in a long time. But they made this motherfucker look exceptionally good. And it's actually kind of fun. And I'm like, damn, I might have to play this fucking game. They're literally just making clothes, bro. This shit is crazy. I think the character development things, I think these little car things, I think they need to be more detailed. The fucking babies. Like they really put a lot of fucking work into this. You know it had to be some Sims creators and some Sims modders. And they was like, fuck it, we gonna make our own Sims game because EA is fucking up. That is fucking crazy work. You should not be letting people put photos into 3D models because there's gonna be a whole lot of memes coming out. You got a couple of fashion games. Damn. That canvas is gonna be a problem. I know EA didn't do a lot of things, but they're gonna have COVID-19 in game. Oh yeah, that cat model right there is the mascot. And I'm like, they put a lot of work in to make a Sims game that Sims players want to play. That punch actually looked clean as fuck. You said they still have the sim? Yeah, bro. They still got that gibberish. I just think they don't want to actually pay voice actors to say words, so they just get them to just say random nonsense, bro, and it just sounds good. And he's dead. They got roller coasters in the game. That's just kind of fire. You think they can cost some bread? Uh, they don't say how much it costs yet. But they pay some money to build this motherfucker, bro. Look at that fireworks show back there. This nigga's posing like he's a bodybuilder. Yeah, I don't think they're ever gonna have full voice acting in these games because they would have to write out all the lines. Like every line would have to be written out, and they don't wanna have a billion fucking lines running. They could probably use AI to do it, but then they're gonna get a tag like, oh, they don't care about creators. They use AI in their game. That shit was actually kind of clean, bro. And I'm like, this is a game I'm looking forward to. Like, you see all these big ass action games and shit like that, and that's a game that I'm looking forward to. And I'm like, damn, they had a whole lot of good showings. They had a whole lot of good showings out here. Gamescom was a great fucking time, bro. I wish I watched all the live streams. I probably should watch all the live streams just to go back through them to see what they showed. Because I know there was show floor stuff. I know they had interviews like Sarah Bond and them. They was at Gamescom. There are so many pieces that I definitely missed. But for most of it turned out pretty good. Damn, people are really shitting on Concord on this YouTube. The YouTube atmosphere is shitting on Gamescom. Something crazy. They do not care. Not Gamescom, on Concord. They cooking the fuck out of Concord, bro. They're like, hey, y'all remember Concord? Biggest failure ever. Damn, even Mystic, bro. And that's a PlayStation nigga. That's a PlayStation nigga. They're never doing that again. Sony needs to go back to single player games. Because every multiplayer game that they've had drop has flopped hard. They can't get a good one out the door. That's why Microsoft need to just send them more games, bro. Call of Duty, Overwatch, Sea of Thieves, send ass Halo. They need to send ass some more motherfucking multiplayer games because Sony do not have it, bro. Metaphor came to Gamescom and that shit looked fire. The next game from the Persona team, and I think that launches in October as well, which might hurt my chances, bro. Cause if I'm gonna probably try to pick it up and play it before Dragon Age, I'm probably not gonna finish it before Dragon Age. So I'm gonna have to drop that hoe for Dragon Age, or I'm gonna have to pick it up after I finish Dragon Age. Because I don't know, bro. There's too many fucking games to play, and like the time is getting congested as hell too. Because Starfield comes out at the end of September. I don't know what comes out before that. I think Space Marine 2 might come out before that. I might pick that up. But then Starfield to Diablo to motherfucking Dragon Age to Stalker and then Indiana Jones in December. That is crazy work. And there's so many third parties in between that we have to find time for all these fucking games. That shit is impossible, bro. That's just actually impossible. And I got work, nigga. I'm not just playing games 24/7 no more. I ain't on vacation. Niggas back at work. Ah, this shit is rough, bro. It's rough being a gamer out here. Like an active gamer that's, playing all the fucking games. Because if I had my genre, then I'll probably be alright. Because I'd just be looking for the next like RPG. But I'm playing so much shit that it's like, god damn. Why did I do this to myself? Final Fantasy 16 is dropping on PC. I think I'm going to download that demo. Because we talked about it yesterday, didn't we? Me getting the demo from Steam. So yeah, I'm about to download this demo. Probably make a video on it. Have it up. Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to have to figure out when I'm had that demo, had that time to play it. What time is it? It's almost time to end Gaming News Weekly, bro. We've been in this motherfucker a minute. But hold on, I think there's one more game I do want to talk about. If I can find it. Nah, Wu Chan, Fallen Feathers. It wasn't Towerborn. Motherfuckers, how are y'all fearmongering Atlas? They have been dropping bangers after banger all year, bro. Atlas dropped 3 bangers this year, and they're like, oh, I fear the state of Atlas. Are you fucking stupid? They're on the top of their game this year. Yo, you said don't forget to check out Dex. Hold on, what the fuck is Dex? Hold on, let me look that whole up. There's one with the shooter. Oh, I've seen this game before. This is a side scroll. Yeah, I've seen this game before. A while ago, bro. This is like Xbox One era game. Cause y'all have definitely seen this motherfucker before. Yeah, I've seen this one. You said you was playing it yesterday. It's gonna surprise me. Okay, hold on. Off screen. What am I doing? This. Cause yeah, I'm looking at the Steam page right now. That's what I'm like. I've definitely seen this before. I might pick the whole up on the Xbox. It depends if it's on sale. If it's on sale on Xbox, I'll probably pick it up. Cause there's so many other games. My Xbox list is full of games too. Hold on, why the fuck is this game changing styles? Is this like a side-scrolling Near Automata, bro? Cause that motherfucker just had like 4 different gameplay styles show up. I don't think I ever seen no shit like that. Wait, I think that's the hacking mechanic. He turned into a fucking Bulletstorm game. Cause I think she's doing security stuff. There's some clones in his hoe? Alright, I'm looking at that trailer and this shit is getting crazier, bro. Let me turn it off, because that's just outrageous. Path of Exiles 2. Everything's going into early access as well, which is kind of scary, bro. Because if none of these games are finished and they all want to come out and make money, that shit's not right. Niggas need to rate they turn. Is motherfucking lost in random. Hold on, we need to show this mug. We gotta talk about Lost in Random. Lost in Random was a banger of a game from EA. Slept on game from EA. You say you got it for $2 on Switch? Look, it's Lost in Random. It's a fucking roguelike game. Which is crazy that they did that for Lost in Random. See, I thought it was a DLC. That's why I didn't watch the trailer yet. But this is a whole different fucking game. That is crazy, bro. See, Lost in Random is a and it's going to Game Pass day one. You said Air Smiling Man has a demo. If I'm into those type of games, yeah, I'm gonna look that up as well. Wait, is that a horror game? Oh, it's a visual novel. See, I played a couple visual novels, like Sable's Grimoire and stuff like that. I played a couple visual novels. They're pretty good. I mean, some of the ones I played have been pretty good so far. I played asymmetric top-down games, 2D games. It all depends, bro. Like if the story is hidden for me, the game is flowing. I'm gonna play that hoe. I'm not afraid to play anything. I'm gonna play some, well, except horror games. Those bitches I don't play. Lost in Random, the Eternal Die. That shit I might be playing the fuck out of. In this next year, if it fits into the schedule, because I have Lost in Random. I have the original game. That shit's fun. Lost in Random was such a good fucking game to come out from EA. EA's what is the EA program called where they get the indie games? I forget what the fuck that program is called. But almost every game that came out of that program from EA have banged. Like even the one with the depressed girl where she's like a monster now and she's like sailing on the ocean. I played that. That shit banged. That shit was so fucking good. What was the other one called? I think the prison escape one with the two dudes. I think It Takes Two was an EA game, like an EA like preview game, like an indie game from them. There's so many of them. There's hellas of them bitches, and I'm like, goddamn, EA know how to find indies, but for some reason they get greedy as fuck when it comes to AAA, and it ruins their reputation with everybody when they know they can produce good content. So the fact that BioWare is going back to form, they're going to make a single player story game. They're not about to do none of that bullshit. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. They have a demo. Can we play the fucking demo? They just showed the demo at Gamescom. Because Avowed has a demo. They should definitely drop that hoe. Since the game's not coming out for fucking 6 months anyway. They should definitely drop that demo. What am I looking for right now? I'm trying to remember. What game trailer I'm looking for. Because I didn't watch them on purpose. Because I'm like, I'm going to watch these motherfuckers on stream. I did the Genshin Impact one. Oh yeah, it was the Black Ops one. Hold on. This is the last thing I want to react to before we end the stream. It's fucking Black Ops 6 cuz they showed that game. And I was like, Okay, we definitely gonna have to watch this shit. And I wanted to watch it like you said Coma 2. That's the no, I don't think that's Coma actually. The robot game. Hold on, we gotta turn this motherfucker up. Damn. Quick time event. Oh, he's dead. You said the trailer do make you want to play it? Bro. The Call of Duty has been looking hella good this year. And the fact that it's going to Game Pass, I'm definitely going to play it. I ain't got to skip that motherfucker like I did the other ones. Because I ain't played Call of Duty since 2019. And he's like, yeah, we're doing this shit loud. You might as well do it loud. It's Call of Duty. Adler, what the fuck are you doing? This Adler before he's fucked up. So he probably gets blown up in this game. A fucking juggernaut. There's no way I'm standing in front of this nigga, bro. Did you just see that RCXD? That nigga just pulled out a fucking RCXD, nigga. That's crazy work. They pulled out a whole ability wheel. Hold on, I just want to go look at that wheel real quick. Look, he down back. So he got mines. I think these are like shock sticks, maybe. C4, throwing knobs, grenades, flashbangs, stems, RCXD. What the fuck? You said sometimes salesman is the wise choice? Or one could be crashed out? I mean, I usually crash out on Call of Duty. I'm not even going to fake it. But, like, if they're going to take strategic, like, avenues when it comes to the game, if they're going to make it more RPG like, it might actually be better to stealth through this. You break Adler ass out, but you don't have to like deal with the juggernaut at the end because they wouldn't know you're in there anyway. The fucking RCXD. He just pulled a fucking RCXD out of his back pocket, bro. He's like, will away. That's just jokes. That's actually fucking jokes. He just put that motherfucker on the ground and just start wheeling. That's actually fucking clean. You said you were playing Modern Warfare 3 on Xbox Series X the other day, and it hits. I should probably play it since it's in Game Pass. There's no reason for me not. But that motherfucker is big as fuck. You gotta remember, Call of Duty's a big ass game. Now they give Adler his own cable. And then y'all get blown the fuck up. God. Damn. Adler, you caught that nigga. What the fuck? This nigga just play chess? Whose chessboard was that? This shit look outrageous and it looked fun as hell. This nigga's bad. You know he's never played the game on veteran. I would not be out there doing that shit. After you play Call of Duty campaigns on veteran, it's crazy. You said, when I take on COD versus Battlefield? Back in the day, it used to be a legit thing, bro. Like Battlefield 3 versus like Black Ops and shit. That was a good time. It was a good time for shooting games in general because all the games were banging out. Is that a fucking batarang? What? Hold on, bro. Go back. There's no reason that shit should have been that far. He jumped. Nigga. He jumped over that table backwards. He jumped over the table backwards, bro. And then he throw the fucking throwing knife and batarang that motherfucker around. They need to give them the fucking Batman IP, bro. Adler is from America. Damn. He's just popping that motherfucker. Ain't even aiming. Okay, there you go. You said COD has been turned into an action-packed movie year by year. I mean, for the campaign, it makes sense. It makes sense for the campaign because they gotta keep people entertained, and they put so much work into it. That's why I think the campaign is always short. It's not hella short, but it's always mostly short. Because did it say August? Wait, go back. Go back. What the fuck? Damn it. No. I want to see how the fuck that shit said the beta starts. God damn. Go to here. Yeah, because they fucking everything up. It's definitely a good. Like, they spend more money on game campaigns than they do movies nowadays. Because that shit would be a fire ass movie. Okay, so pre order and get open beta early access. Early access starts August 30th to September 4th. And then the open beta starts September 6th to September 9th. So the beta is already coming up? That's next week, ain't it? Ain't that next week? Damn. That's next week. Well, yeah, That's this week actually. The 30th is on Friday. Damn. I kind of want to play that hoe, but then next week is when the beta actually opens for everybody. So I guess I could just wait until next week. I don't really have to buy the game. I could just wait until the next following Friday. So early access people get it for a whole week before the open beta people get in. And the open beta people gets what, 4 days? Which is not bad. That's not bad. I can understand. And then people can buy early access. I've never been one to like hate the fact that they do like the early access buy-ins. Like Diablo did it, I bought that hoe. Starfield did it, I bought that hoe. If Dragon Age did it, I would have bought that hoe. Because like, if you want to make a little bit extra money, especially off the super fans, we should get something for it. That's what I think. Like monetization is all right when it's not like forced into games. But if you have a game, you have a launch day, and you're like, okay, super fans, if you want to buy a collector's edition of the game and play that motherfucker early, or like $100 edition of the game to play it early, why not have that option? It's not a bad option. I mean, it is for monetary gain. It's not like it's not. Yeah, because most people don't normally pre-order games anyway. So if you're a super fan of the game, you know you're gonna buy the game anyway, or at least go to where the place is to play it. So that's why I wasn't upset. Like people are mad that Diablo gave 3 days early access to people that bought the game, like pre-ordered the game to play it early, or like Starfield did the same thing. And I'm like, I was one of those people that bought those fucking things. Why? Because I played the fuck out of Diablo 3 and some of Diablo 2. So why wouldn't I want to play Diablo 4 as fast as I could? I'm a fan of the series, nigga. Everybody else is going to play the game eventually, but if I'm a fan, I just got to fit that shit into my schedule. I got to schedule it. So if I could get that motherfucker 3 days early, play that motherfucker before anybody else does, you think fans don't want to do that? And developers get a little bit of extra cash off the top? That is crazy work for people to be upset about that. But they cool with buying battle passes. Paying for skins and shit. But you don't want to just pay to play the game a little bit earlier because you're a fan. Like you can just play the game at the regular time. But then a lot of motherfuckers have that feeling of being left out, which I've never had before. I've been a loner my whole life, so I ain't never felt left out of anything. So when I want to play a game, like I want to play Dragon Age, if they're like, hey bro, buy a $300 collector's edition and you can play that motherfucker a month early, you think I'm not dropping that 300? You think me, with bioware on my wall, not dropping 300 to play that motherfucker a month early? Are you stupid, nigga? That's a fan's dream, kind of. 300 is a lot of money for a game. But like a game I really want to fucking play, it might just be worth it for a fan. And people think like, oh, that's kind of scummy. But I mean, free to play games with battle passes are scummy to me. Gacha games are scummy to me. So there's a lot of it's nuance to a whole lot of these things. Me playing Starfield early, and me playing motherfucking like Diablo early. Those are things I want to do. $100. I was gonna pre-order the fucking games anyway. They just threw a little sprinkle in there, a little seasoning, 3 days early access to get some incentive for more people to buy a $100 edition. That's fine. That is fine to me. As long I ain't buying no battle pass. You see, I ain't never bought shit in Diablo. I ain't buy no skins in Diablo. I ain't buy no outfits. I ain't buy no horses. I ain't buy no pets. I ain't buy no battle pass. But I did pay $30 more to play the game 3 days early. And that's just the type of gamer I am. So when you spent $10 on in-game coins to buy some skins and a pet to put on your back, I just spent that $10 for a day to play early. And I just paid for 3 days early access. That's a good fucking deal. I think that's a good deal. A lot more games should do it. A lot more games should do it. I would have did it for like Dragon's Dogma 2. You think I wouldn't have paid to play that fucking game early? I definitely fucking would have. I definitely would have. And I mean, I bought the game anyway. I beat the game, had a great time with it at 30 frames per second. Motherfucker was complaining about 30 frames. Dragon's Dogma 2 came out 30 frames per second. I didn't even notice. I was enjoying myself. battling big ass monsters, getting pawns and shit, upgrading, learning new combos. I don't have time to fucking cry about the frame rate. That's why I don't understand the frame rate people. Like if you really care about frame rate that much, the games you get to play is gonna start to dwindle. Because a lot of developers don't want to be pushing frames. Because they never had to before. They never really had to before. And now that the consoles are doing that frame rate thing too, not just PC. Because you see, Grand Theft Auto 6 is skipping PC. The first game to do it in a long time. GTA 6 is skipping the PC at launch. Nobody's talking about it. The biggest game of the decade is going to be skipping PC. Because they don't want to do that frame rate bullshit. You know that motherfucker's dropping on consoles at 30 frames per second. And we gonna love the fuck out of that game. Nobody gonna complain about GTA 6 being 30 frames because it's GTA 6. All those PC only niggas gonna be fucking pissed. They're gonna be buying a Series S to play that motherfucker on console for the cheap because it's not gonna be on PC yet. Or they're gonna wait. They got plenty of other games to play. But nobody's gonna be complaining when GTA 6 come out at 30 frames per second because they know the work they putting into that fucking game. They know the detail going into that game. They know the density of the fucking game is gonna be crazy. 30 frames per second? Give me the fucking game, bro. Rockstar, give me the fucking game. Red Dead Redemption 2, I heard there's a rumor going around right now that it's getting a next-gen update to be 60 frames. It's getting a next-gen update to be 60 frames. I heard that Red Dead 2 is getting a remaster to get 60 frames. Or just a next-gen update. I don't think it's getting a full remaster. But that's one of the best-looking games of the last generation. And then they're going to speed it up a little bit. The game is not going to be better because it's faster. It was a 30 frames per second game. It played flawlessly. It being at 60 frames for next gen makes sense. But it's not going to make the game better or worse. But that's the thing. I've heard it. But yeah, it's time to end Gaming News Weekly, bro. Because we've been in here a minute. I need to go eat some food. High key. So I'm in this motherfucking stream right here. So make sure that like button, subscribe. It's been a good one. Gamescom is crazy. I do want to watch some of the streams. I don't know if I'm going to make a whole video watching some of the streams just to see like what they were doing in stream. Not just the videos that they dropped afterwards. You say you think so many titles deserve frame rate boosts? Like a lot of older titles, I understand if they boosted those frame rates because that's why Microsoft was doing it themselves. That's why you got to play the Gears franchise at 30 frames per second, 60 frames on Xbox if you do FPS boost. Fear was the same way. Microsoft FPS boosted those because some of those games are dead. Those are dead franchises. Mo, you showed up. I'm about to end the stream, bro. I'm about to end stream. You're late. You're late. But no, it's all good. Yeah, a lot of games, especially like Rockstar games. A lot of Rockstar games deserve some frame rate boost. You said Forza 2 and 3? Microsoft should wait, those don't have FPS boost on Xbox? Those don't have FPS boost on Xbox? Those are the 360 ones, right? I thought they would have had FPS boost. I didn't even check. What, Hendrix is here too? Bro, I'm about to end the stream and everybody's showing up. Everybody's showing up. Right when the stream is over. Right when the stream is over. That's kind of crazy. What time is it? It's 3 o'clock. You said they have auto HDR though, but they don't have FPS boost on there. Which is strange. I wonder why. I guess they don't want to tamper with the code too much. Because they FPS boosted Dark Souls 3 because FromSoft wouldn't do it. Which that's a thing that Sony could do to Bloodborne, but they choose not to put the work in. You said you're just waking up? I mean, you do work at night. I understand. I completely understand, Hendrix. You work at night. So you were asleep during the day. I understand. Sunday, 1 p.m. Central Time, Gaming News Weekly. I'm usually here. If I'm not, I usually post it on the community tab or put it in a video or something. I'm putting up that I'm not going to do Gaming News Weekly. But usually, 1 p.m. Central Standard, Gaming News Weekly. And we be in this mud chilling. But yeah, we got like 2 hours in this hoe talking about gaming news. We watched some trailers. Talked about some controversies. Concourse flop. Wukong success in like 2 days, selling 10 mil, outrageous numbers. China is really putting on for their company, bro. They're really putting on for their company, and I'm so happy that they actually did that. You do another 2 hours? I can't do another 2 hours. I'm on the schedule, bro. I can't do another 2 hours. Which is kind of crazy because I definitely would if I had the time. I definitely would if I had the time. I got plenty of streams where I was on here like 6, 7, 8 hours. I got some 8 hour live streams from, you know, I got some good streams out there, but I'm on a schedule right now. I gotta do some things, gotta eat some food. I could probably stream a little bit later. Maybe. But later would be kind of crazy. Cause it's 3 right now. You said boot up new Mass Effect. New Mass Effect's not out yet, except Andromeda. You talking about that one? See, I would play Andromeda. We have to pick a day. We could probably play it Saturday. Saturday morning live. I could I could probably play that. Cause later I'm gonna have to see. It's gonna be like probably like 8 o'clock. If I do stream later, it'll probably be at like 8 o'clock. Which is what, 5 hours from now? That'd be crazy work. They do crazy work, but I might be able to do that. I may be able to do that. But I'm at the end of the stream, bro. So you should hit that like button, subscribe. Because it's Gaming News Weekly. And I'll see y'all in the next one.